In this video, I'm going to talk about how to stop overthinking. Hello, my lovelies. I'm Dr. Sonia, your daily motivational coach, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 practical strategies that I have successfully used to stop this pattern of overthinking. Now, overthinking is when you keep having too many thoughts about something. It's just when you can't seem to turn off those thoughts in your head. And when you think so much, you become paralyzed. So many thoughts going through your mind that you feel unable to make a decision or take any action. So now let's dive straight into the solutions to stop that overthinking pattern, and I will share with you my 5 strategies that will help you every time you're stuck in a cycle of thoughts. So we will start from strategy number 5, but stay tuned and watch till the end to find out what my number 1 most powerful strategy is. So let's start with number 5. Number 5 is schedule in a time for overthinking. So in this case, you set a specific time in your day where you're allowed to do all the overthinking you want to do. For instance, I tell myself that every evening between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. I can do as much overthinking I want to do, but only during this time. So say it's lunchtime and I catch myself overthinking. I immediately stop myself and I tell myself that I need to wait till 6 p.m. Now what's so amazing about this technique is by the time 6 p.m. comes, I would have forgotten what was bothering me at lunchtime. So essentially, you're postponing the overthinking pattern. So remember, set a specific time in the day where you're allowed to worry as much as you want. That way, any negative or worrying thoughts occurring during the day, say for example, your boss gives you some negative news on a project, or a friend says something that bothers you, you postpone that worrying time to that scheduled time, and you tell yourself that you will deal with this worrying at that specific time. So that's number 5. Number 4 strategy is to find a distraction. So say something is bothering you and you can't just seem to shut off those thoughts. Another very good strategy is to shut down this overthinking cycle is by distracting yourself and immersing yourself in an activity that you enjoy. It's like switching channels on your TV station. So if there is something on your TV that you normally don't enjoy, you simply change channels. In the case of overthinking, you're doing something very similar. So if you find yourself overthinking, then simply play some feel-good music, watch a comedy series on TV, try out a new recipe, read a book or an article, and sometimes even watching a cat video or 2 on social media can help distract and stop you from worrying and ruminating over things that may be out of your control. Not only can you switch to doing some enjoyable activities, but you can also shift your thoughts. For example, if I'm overthinking about something, I'll try and think about something pleasant that's happened to me. For example, a holiday that I went to or an event that I attended to, something that brings a smile to my face. So that's the first one. The second method to distract yourself is try and think of something you're grateful for. So say you're worried about your job. Try and instead think of what you're grateful for in that job. If you're stressed and going through some relationship difficulties, shift your mind to aspects of your relationship that you're grateful for. For example, you can be grateful and say to yourself that you're grateful when your partner does the laundry for you, or you're grateful because your partner works so hard so you can make your dreams come true. So these are the 3 ways to distract yourself under strategy number 4. The first is immerse yourself in an activity that you enjoy or is challenging, such as trying out a new recipe, watching some funny social media videos, or just putting on some music. The second way to distract yourself from overthinking is to engage and focus your mind to think of some pleasant, happy memories. For example, think of a friend who said or did something funny. Think of a holiday you went to that was full of enjoyment, or someone you dated where that person made some nice compliments or made some nice compliments to you. Any pleasant memory that makes you want to smile and laugh. And the third way to distract yourself from worrying is to focus your mind on things you're grateful for. You see, you cannot be worried and grateful at the same time. We human beings can multitask at a lot of things, but when it comes to our minds, we can only deal with one emotion at a time. We can either be happy or sad, grateful or unappreciative, angry or joyful. Therefore, when you express gratitude, you're less likely to over worry and ruminate about the past or the future. Now we come to strategy number 3. You need to question your thoughts. So don't let yourself get carried away by negative thoughts. Understand and recognize that we can sometimes make things look worse than they really are. For example, if your boss greets you with an angry look, then you end up worrying for the rest of the day and start wondering if you've done something wrong to them. If someone does not return your call within a day, you may wonder did you say something wrong to them? Are they upset with you? So this is how you deal with this. You need to take a moment and ask yourself, what evidence or what proof do I have that this thought is true? If my boss looks angrily at me, what proof do I have that I have done something wrong to him? If my partner looks upset, what proof do I have that I have said something to upset him or her? So even if it's true and your boss is really angry with you, then ask yourself, will this really matter to me in 1 year or 5 years or even 10 years from now? If not, why are you worrying about it? So another tactic is ask yourself the following statements. So this is what you do. In the first instance, ask yourself, am I worrying about something? Yes. Is there a solution? Yes. Then why am I worrying about it? Or, am I worrying about something? Yes. Is there a solution? No. Then why am I worrying about it? Alright, so that's strategy number 3. Strategy number 2, focus your energy and time on the solutions. It is important to identify the problems, but you need to direct all your attention and energy and time on working out the solution. So instead of living in your mind, you need to take charge of your life, take action and move forward with determination to overcome your worries and fears. If your overthinking is caused by your work, then identify areas that are causing stress and work at ways to overcome the problems. If you feel like you are stuck in life, start setting yourself some exciting goals and achieve those goals. We often think that because we often overthink because we want everything in life to be perfect, but life is never going to be perfect. There are times when you will make some good decisions and there are times when you will make not so good decisions. The best strategy is to just get started, jump in and make adjustments as you go. You still need to plan and work diligently, but just don't sit and wait for that right moment to come. Stop overthinking, take action, and give yourself a chance. And finally, my most favorite is the number 1 strategy, and I use this all the time. Every time I'm stuck, I'm worried, I'm overthinking, I'm unable to move forward, I ask myself these 2 questions. What's the worst case scenario? So say if my boss has been giving me angry looks all day long and in my head I'm worried and I keep having thoughts that he will soon call me to his office and fire me. In this case, I stop myself from overthinking and just ask myself, what's the worst case scenario? Okay, he fires me. I will be out of a job. That's the worst case. then what's the best case scenario? If he fires me, I have more time to concentrate on my studies and I will also have a chance to look for a better job. So every time you catch yourself overthinking about something, ask yourself just two questions. What's the worst case scenario? And what's the best case scenario? And if you're okay with the worst case scenario, then why are you so worried? Therefore, my lovelies, these are the 5 powerful strategies you can use to stop overthinking. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Always stay blessed and thank you again.